Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the first video that I'm filming in my new house that is not in my downstairs office. Welcome to my kitchen. It's a little bit echoey in here, I would assume. I hope it looks okay. And I hope you guys like videos like this because I'd like to do more videos outside of my office in real life. I always say that I don't do it because it takes more effort. But video games aren't the only part of my life that I could share with you guys. Video games are a big part of my life. They're not the only part of my life. I like to live a balanced life, balance between video games, watching TV, and looking at my phone. And also sometimes I'm in the kitchen. I like to cook things and mess around with stuff. I'm not great, I'm an amateur, but if I can share some stuff with you guys that you might like as well, cool. And I just want to say, if you miss me playing video games, if I do a couple of IRL videos in a row, stream link in the description. I stream 6 days a week on average, usually in the evening time, Eastern time, United States. So check that out if you want to see me play games. With that being said, what I'm going to share with you in this video is a package that Rockstar Games sent me with Red Dead Redemption 2 stuff. You may have seen it on other channels, but I was very excited about this. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a beta male. Red Dead Redemption is my favorite game of all time, and the package made my eyes water a little bit. I'm really looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2, so before we get into what we're doing in the rest of this video, let me share with you guys the package that Rockstar shared with me and some other people on my social media feeds. With compliments, Rockstar. The note says, "Hey Joel, thank you for your longtime support and we hope you enjoy Red Dead Redemption 2 coming October 26th, Rockstar Games." Oh, I will, Rockstar. Thank you. So here's the package, Red Dead Redemption 2. We will open it up on camera. Oh, something fell. We got a sticker. They sent another sticker. I actually like this logo better than the all white type. I like the red 2 on it. Looks very nice. They sent a t-shirt that says Redemption. Is that on camera? Part of it? All of it? Look at that. Not many clothes fit me at 6'8", so this should be an interesting test. It fits me. Hey. Okay. I mean, it doesn't fit like the best, but there's only so much you can do with my tall, slender frame. And the last thing they sent me, which is going to lead into the second part of this video, in this little Red Dead Redemption 2 box, is a Red Dead Redemption 2 coffee mug. It's one of those tin sounding ones too. I don't know if this is actual tin or what this material would be. Do a little ASMR for you. But this is cool. This is my new favorite coffee mug. This is my previous favorite coffee mug. Now it's my second favorite coffee mug. So like I said, this leads me into the second part of the video. I wanted to show you guys how I make coffee. And that may sound unimportant or uninteresting, which in the grand scheme of things, yes. But I think coffee is a drink that a lot of people don't enjoy properly. And as you can hear from that previous statement, I'm turning into a bit of a coffee snob. I like really good coffee. You don't need to get a triple purple frappuccino, sprinkle-rito, whatever from Starbucks to enjoy it. You're just drinking 1,000 grams of sugar. Daryl, and I spelled your name incorrectly because I work at Starbucks. If you drink good coffee, it is a very, very satisfying feeling. And one of the first times I felt like an adult in my life was when I got rid of my Keurig machine. And Megan and I started making coffee in a real coffee maker. Actually, we have it right here. I think you can see it on camera. It's a Ninja coffee maker. Ninja. And that coffee maker is great, but it's not my preferred way to make coffee. My preferred way to make coffee is called the pour-over method. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, I'm gonna share that with you. I don't claim to be an expert. If you like coffee and have any tips for me, I would appreciate you sharing them in the comments below. Again, if you like these type of videos, leave a like or a comment. I would really appreciate it. I'm gonna show you guys all the things you need, and I will link everything below that I will be sharing with you in this video, as well as some alternatives for the items that I have. And yeah, let's get started. So to make great coffee, you're going to need a couple of things. First and foremost, great coffee. These beans are from Mighty Good Coffee Roasting Company in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And this is the black label. If you look at this flavor description, can I zoom in? Strawberry and candied orange peel is the aftertaste. Very delicious. So I've got these coffee beans. They're whole beans. They are not ground. This is something you don't necessarily need, although I would recommend it to reach maximum level coffee snobbery. A burr grinder, which again, all these things are linked in the description. This one has a nice grind setting, numbered from, what is that, 16 to 1? Is that 16? Yeah, 16 to 1. I have it set at 9 because I just have found it creates the best grind consistency for what I'm trying to do with a pour over. And you know, that's what the inside looks like, and all the ground coffee goes into here, and you have to do exercise to get the coffee ground up. It's nice and fun. You gotta earn the good coffee, so you earn it by grinding it. You need a kettle. I have a Gator, I think this is Gator Coffee Company kettle, something, I don't know. It has a temperature gauge on it, which is important. Zoom in a little bit, yeah. So kettle is important. I have a, what is this called? I don't know what this is. This is like a glass thing that the coffee is poured into. Coffee Gator is the company that my kettle and this thing and this metal filter come from. I use a metal filter. A lot of people prefer paper filters. I like the metal one because it's reusable and I don't have to feel bad for throwing the paper away, but I don't know. I've done both and I don't dislike paper. I just use the metal one more. I don't know why. So I have this glass thing and this metal filter thing. The last thing and arguably most important thing you need is a food scale. So you can tell what your water to coffee ratio is. From what I've heard from baristas, the average water to coffee ratio for a pour over is 1 gram of coffee for every 17 grams of water. For these beans in particular, I think it even says it on the bag somewhere. Yeah, to brew, we suggest 1 gram, or what does it say? A ratio of 16 grams of water for each gram of coffee. So you gotta do a little math beforehand, but we'll get to that. When we get there, we will start with getting some water in our kettle, heating that up, and then grinding our coffee beans.
So a couple of notes about boiling water. What people will often do, and what I will often do when making a pour over, is I will make the water fairly hot, let's say between 140 and 180 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I will pour that into the filter, and I believe the glass thing is called a carafe. I will pour that in with no coffee in it, and then I will refill the kettle and reboil the water before I actually brew. This is more important when you have paper filters because it gets the paper taste out of the coffee. I guess if you don't do that, there's a potential for having a papery taste in your coffee. And when you're boiling water to the point that you want to pour it over the coffee, there is a goal that you are aiming for. Mine is always 205 degrees. You can see on this kettle thermometer, it's a highlighted area. So once the needle hits that 205 and I have my coffee beans in the filter, that's when it's time to go. Let's get back to the grinding portion so you can see how we get those coffee beans ready.
Normally I put like a 1/4 cup or less in this grinder, but this bag is almost out of beans. So I will just dump all of these into the grinder and grind them all up. Okay, I think that's all of it. You should not need this much coffee for just one person. I made more than I need. This could be enough for 3 people, arguably, but we have a lot of coffee, and now I'm gonna move you again so you can see what I do when I pour the water over the coffee. And I'll come back for the drinking of the coffee, the best part.
Here's what you're doing with the food scale. This is the scale that is used at my local favorite coffee shop. It's a really simple scale. It has a timer and it has a resettable weight on the right side. So what you're gonna do first is you're going to put the glass thing in the filter on the scale with nothing in either of those items. They're just empty, so you can get that total weight and cancel that weight out when you do the next thing you're going to do, which is find out the total weight of the coffee you made. This is all in grams, by the way. So whatever it was, 400 something grams of just the glass and the filter, we zero that out and then we put the coffee in and we can see what the weight of the coffee is. So in this case, we have 24 grams of coffee. Quick maths, 24 times 16 because it's 16 grams of water for every gram of coffee. 24 times 16, 384. That's what we are shooting for on the total weight of the scale. After we know what our grams of coffee are, we zero that out again, and then the next time we see the weight, it will be 384 grams total coffee water mixed. When your water is at that perfect temperature, and again, I shoot for 205, you start the timer, and then you briefly pour the water over the top in a circular motion, but not too much. This is called bloom. You're trying to pour a little bit of water over the coffee to just release the aroma, release the chemicals, and get it kind of primed and ready. And then, after about 30 seconds, you start to pour the water over the coffee in a circular motion in a process that's supposed to last for, I believe, about 3 to 4 minutes. I'll usually do like 2.5. I might be shorting my coffee by doing this, but I'm not. I mean, look at all the work you got to do to make this shit. You got to cut corners somewhere. I think 2 to 3 minutes is fine for this entire process. If you want to get all special with it, you can. Sometimes I'll pour it over a little bit and then just let it drain through and then pour it over again and just try to even it out. You can experiment with it, but that's what this process looks like. And then once we get over 200 seconds, I believe no, this is counting in minutes, so that's over 2 minutes, then we're done with it. And we have 384 and it's all good. Yeah, let's wait for that water to drain out and then drink our coffee.
If I could just delay my first sip really quickly, I wanted to mention how I came to like dark coffee and also IPAs, delicious beers. I stopped drinking pop. I don't want to preach to you guys, but if I could recommend something that will make your life better in a way that you won't necessarily even realize it until after you're past the point of not drinking pop or soda anymore, you should stop drinking it, because it's just a lot of sugar, and I appreciate the taste of things more. I appreciate water more. I like water. It tastes better to me because I'm not constantly craving sugar, and I like the taste of dark coffee. Is the flavor. There's flavors that are unlocked. It's like achievement unlocked flavors, and whiskey is good, and beer is good, and you're just sitting there drinking Diet Mountain Monster Balls, rotting your teeth, and your heart hurts. So don't do that anymore. Don't stop drinking pop or soda. It'll change your food, well, actually not food, but liquid consuming life. Pop and soda is garbage. So let me just take a sip here. That's good. The cup is hot. This is the drawback I'm realizing of tin coffee cups. The cup is, you gotta really be married to the handle. The cup is very hot, but this is very good. I'm sad I didn't have an actual campfire, which is what they would have made their coffee over in the world of Red Dead Redemption, but this is one step removed from the campfire. So I think I'm okay with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to see more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, bye-bye. What do you think, Finn? What do you think of the new house? Pretty cool? I can't talk. Fear for my face. Okay.